Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Kami back with another video. This is a continuation of this video in the sense of I'm showing you guys where you can find these mouse pads and kind of the whole process and what happens, just sharing my experience going through the process of ordering one of these. I don't endorse the sale of these. I'm just strictly making this video to put information out there on that this exists and how you can find it. It is not on some weird black market like deep web stuff. It is quite literally on a Chinese agent called Superglide, which is a agent that allows you to buy from Taobao. Now, to buy from Taobao, you usually need some sort of Chinese identification. That's what I heard. So people use agents to allow themselves to purchase from these sites. Another thing is I've seen people have bad experiences with AliExpress. It's a different Chinese site where people also buy Replica Skypads and Replica mice in general. And as you can see here, Boardsy bought a quote-unquote custom glass mouse pad from Ali, and you can see that it has this very weird surface, almost looks resin. And then this person, they did get a glass mouse pad, but it came in pieces. So my experience with Superbuy, I didn't have any of these problems, but people that are buying from AliExpress, they tend to have some weird things going on, specifically the Atom glass mousepad from AliExpress. So this is completely separate. This is Superbuy, nothing to do with these pads. So just to show you guys how easily you can find these, is you can just type in Wallhack mousepad. Now, I commonly refer to Wallhack as Skypad, but that is their old name. As you can see, we already have some results, and we get the Miku pad. You might be asking, oh Kami, why is a Miku mousepad here? Well, Miku mousepad is actually a design of Wallhack's. It is just a exclusive to Japan. So it is significantly cheaper on here than if you were to go on Japanese Amazon and buy it and then have it imported to Canada, United States, or wherever you live, because you would be paying the conversion and also you'd be paying import taxes and shipping, and this is a cheaper alternative to that. And let's say you don't want Miku, well then there is also the Faith Yume and Frenzy Sora designs. Quite notorious designs. This design's very wanted, but you shouldn't be fooled by this price of $27, as you can see here, because the moment you click on a option and then select the size, you're greeted with the real price, so 50 USD. So you might be asking, well, what is the difference between these three options? Because people have asked me before. So from what I understand is coded is meant for the mousepad to feel like a Skypad 3.0. That is how the other seller had it listed. And then he listed the regular non-coded ones as 2.0s. So in my experience, the coded one is kind of a Skypad 3.0 with similar speed, similar glide, but it's quieter and your arm doesn't stick to it as much. That is the main difference I've experienced. Primer is basically a sticky backside, which allows the mousepad to stick onto your desk. Because here, if we look at, these are photos of people that have bought the pads in the past. The regular non-coded one, there's a better example here, comes with just these 4 things to help it stick onto your desk, just like the authentic Skypad 3.0, quite literally like almost identical backside. But things get a bit different with the primer, because if you see here, the primer version, so this is the backside of just a regular, this guy just bought a regular Wallhack SP004 4.0. It's supposed to, instead of having a silicone backside like the real one, it has this really weird backside, which isn't even evenly placed. As you can see, there's, it's not perfectly covered. The right side looks more covered, but it could just be the lighting. For reference, this is what the authentic one looks like on the backside, a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. So, you are getting some scuffed backside, but yet again, you're paying for a unauthentic mousepad. It might offer you similar performance to the authentic one in terms of speed. It is just glass. It's a glass coated pad that's meant to be gamed on. They make it to feel that way. But then the next question might be, okay, well, what if I don't like Wallhack pads? What if I don't like these standard Ayaya super anime goon pads? What if I want something that looks a bit more sophisticated in the sense of, you know, not too Ayaya? Well, then you have the Glsswrks pads, which, you know, they also have on here. This is all by the same person, Pan Gaming Peripherals. I've never purchased from this individual personally, but from what I look, it looks quite identical to the seller I have purchased from. I'm assuming there's numerous sellers that sell things like this. So there's probably many different glass pad cloners. So you can see here the Kazami is also available. When they say full coverage bottom, it probably refers to just primer, the same primer you saw earlier with this 4.0 here. You can see. And there's many options. There's many different designs from different companies. As you can see here, they even have the newest GameSense sonar design. This is supposed to be a control glass pad. Now, the one thing I would keep in mind if you are purchasing a pad from here, if you're looking specifically for a control pad that is made out of glass, that pad will probably most likely feel exactly like the Wallhack 4.0. This Wallhack 4.0, not the real one, but this one, which in my experience is speed. So if you're trying to buy a control pad from these guys, it's most likely, or girls, it's most likely, or theys, or whatever, you know, it's most likely going to feel the same. They're all going to feel the same. They just have different designs. So if you're someone that buys pads strictly for vanity and you hang them up on your wall, I've seen some people hang their glass pads on their wall, you know, it probably doesn't even apply to you. But if you're somebody that cannot afford a real one or missed out on a drop, this is a very, you know, this is a very possible alternative that you could seek. You know, it does exist and it's very easily accessible. Just search it on Superbuy, you type it in, and your agent will go and buy it. Now you'll see some designs that I didn't even know existed. I think these are just, yeah, I don't even know what these designs are from. But as you can see here, for example, what I was referring to earlier, the 2.0 versus the 3.0, as you can see, these stock pads that are significantly cheaper. The stock pads are $22. They don't have the coat, but the moment you apply the coat, the price goes up. And every time you add something more, so if you buy the, you know, the primer, it adds more and more to this price here. Now you might be asking, well, what is the process of ordering one of these? Because ordering off Superbuy isn't just like ordering off Amazon where you type in your address, you press buy, and it ships to your house. What happens is first is these photos are sent to you. So the agent goes and gets your pad, or it gets shipped to the warehouse. You have your own personal warehouse, and the agent will take photos and he'll send them to you. Sometimes they'll have a refund policy. The sellers will allow you, let's say there's like a nick on the pad or something you're dissatisfied with, you can get a refund. You know, you contact your agent, you tell your agent, hey, listen, I don't like this, and your agent will, you know, try to negotiate and get a refund for you. But it's not always guaranteed. But you know, usually, in my experiences with buying other things, I've been able to get a refund. So after you are satisfied with your mouse pad, you'll basically be able to finally ship it out, and they'll ask you, you know, this typical things like address and all these other nuances, and how you want it packaged. And once you do that, you'll pay for shipping, which tends to be based on the weight of the mousepad itself, not the mousepad, but the package. So, but in your case, it'd be the mousepad. So you expect like another maybe 50, 40, 30 bucks, depending on where you live, to this price. But yeah, that basically wraps up the video. It's been your boy Kami. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, I haven't seen anyone make a video about this before, and as always, like I said before, I don't encourage a sale of these. I'm just strictly putting it out there that this does exist, and it, you know, anyone can go on here and do this. And yeah, like I said, you should always buy retail, but this does exist, and it is, you could buy stuff from here, but always buy retail if you can, and avoid the AliExpress thing. At least you won't be putting your money in a fire pit. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. I should upload once a month, and yeah, have a good one.